This is Oilersnation Radio, your one-stop shop for everything Oilers. 1 hour of straight hockey talk with Bagged Milk, Tyler, Liam, Rick, and Dan starts now.
Tuesday episode of Oilersnation Radio. Squad's all here. We weren't all here on Friday. We had the B squad on Friday. Tyler, you were doing things for Daily Face-Off.
Post-game for Canadian Winter Games action.
Rick, working, real job.
Sort of.
It's a big day. So, if you listen to Friday's episode, we're going to do some callbacks. We're going to reevaluate some of the items that we talked about on Friday because now we got some updates. Okay? Okay, good. Going to start off with a delicious debate as we always do for our friends at Oodle Noodle. And let me tell you about the ginger beef. Number 1, delicious. 2, founded in Calgary. We learned this on the show recently. 3, the ginger beef is the community box at Oodle Noodle for all of February. If you go in-store and order a ginger beef, 10% of the in-store sales will go directly to Sports Central to help get more kids out there playing sports. And again, another recommendation for you, go see them. Go check out Sports Central. It's a super cool place. They'd be happy to give you a tour.
Ginger beef is a top 2 thing to ever come from Calgary, like top 2 good thing to ever come from Calgary.
What's number 1?
And that's because the list is only 2 things long. Boom.
What's
that's
number
just a
1?
joke. I don't know.
Is it the Caesar?
Sure, there you go.
Has
Yeah.
to be the Caesar. I didn't know we were going to this.
Probably the Caesar.
Has to be the Caesar.
Other than that,
100%.
list is probably over, and we move on.
Yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of the Big Head. Not a top 3 thing.
In Calgary?
Yeah, the Big Head downtown.
Don't recall.
Yeah, there's just a Big Head. They've also got that blue ring.
I was going to say
Giant blue ring.
The ring. I mean the zoo. It's hot out.
We do love the
The
zoo.
zoo's good.
Singapore Sam's.
Singapore Sam's is great.
I don't know if that would crack my top 10.
I mean, that'd probably be top
You
1.
need to worry about what you're doing when you're down in Calgary then.
You
know
haven't been to
exactly
Singapore
what it
Sam's
is.
with us.
Yeah.
I've experienced.
Have you played
Singapore
drums
Sam's.
with chopsticks?
No, I've ordered.
Exactly.
I've ordered the wonton soup and not ate it just so I could be.
Well,
in
the
there.
food is secondary. That's not why you go there.
No.
Unless you
Ambiance.
broke 10 to 15 sets of chopsticks, you're not doing it right. Or, shout out to Chris the intern. Sometimes he ends up on the tables. He's having a little boogie.
Yeah, I remember Jay ordering the last call of beer and just got a whole bus bin full of beer, just random beers. Yeah, we'll take all of them. I think we went through maybe 2 of them. You don't really need to order that many beers at 1:58 a.m. when you've been with us the entire night.
Yeah, you probably did a 12-hour shift that day, too. Anyway, delicious debate for our friends at Oodle Noodle. It is not about Calgary. I'm going to turn it over to Liam. This is up to you. This is your time to shine. What do you got for us?
We did a poll to listeners, I guess. The State of the Nation poll results are in. You can read them all at oilersnation.com. But the first question was, are you satisfied with Chris Knoblauch and his coaching staff? 79.6% of people said no. I believe this is strictly based off this season. Or at least that's how I'm viewing it.
I would imagine
So the delicious debate is, do you agree with what the listeners said? I will ask Rick first, who chuckled as I read the numbers out. So go ahead, Rick. 79.6% of people said no.
I don't know, Matt. I can't figure out my answer for that. Like, I do think we'd be better with Paul Coffey over what we have on the defense right now. I know you were referring to the fact they need one more guy behind the bench just because it's a young coaching staff and therefore they could use a little bit of extra help. So I'm good with that. I would like some different traits out of our coach, but at the same time, I'm not going to say he's bad because look what he's done.
That is BM drinking a juice box for the podcast listeners.
Fruit punch.
Fruit punch, by the way. I haven't had a juice box, I'm going to say, in probably 5, 6 years, 7 years maybe. It's delicious.
Good for you.
I'm just enjoying it. Reese is enjoying me enjoying it.
I dig it. I don't know if it's like 79. I don't know how you quantify it, but we could upgrade it. Yes.
Okay.
Now, do you have to fire a coach? Probably not.
No. And I think a lot of those people who voted no would also say you don't need to fire Knoblauch. I think they would just think the expectations are high for this team. They were the odds-on favorite to win the Stanley Cup this season, and they have lost more games than they have won at this point in the year, and it's not even close.
But we haven't been able to find secondary scoring consistently under the last 3 coaches.
Well, that's what I was going to say is is it weird that every coach the Oilers hire eventually just gets to this point where the depth scoring dries up and they play the stars too much and Connor and Leon are out there way too much? Like, at what point do you kind of sit there and be like, why does every coach, even like Woody came in, was playing the depth players.
Knoblauch came in and was playing the depth.
Knoblauch came in, and Derek Ryan had the quotes of like, well, it's so refreshing. We have a role, all this stuff. And then it just gets to a point where it stops.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but I think it's mostly frustrating, especially for me, is because we don't have an answer as to why. Like it's been going for 3 different coaches and 3 different like generations of players, and it's just some guys have been in and out, but I mean you can go back before that too and just say we've always had an issue with secondary score. We've always had this coming out of the first period slow. Like how many times did Talbot let in the first goal, which wasn't always on him, or the first shot, which wasn't always on him.
Lico.
Like it's just there's
How dare you?
We've had the same type of issues for a lot of different eras, and it's very confusing.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this franchise has had a few issues that have been consistent, that just kind of like we creep into the conversation and then they creep out of the conversation. Like we always needed a right-hand shot defenseman to power play our quarterback our power play. We have that now. Some people still aren't happy with that and still are frustrated and looking for more.
I mean, nobody better be upset with the power play, but I do understand what you're saying about that one specific defenseman who a lot of people tend to get angry at for different reasons.
I think that the coach just like comes down to it as an easy answer for a fan base to point at it. But I think you got to the nuts and bolts of it, Rick, when you said like, we just don't have like a proper response to give for why this team is bad or why this team isn't performing to the same level that we expect. So as fans, we look around the team and we say, it's the coach. And I think that like Liam said it too, you know, the question was not asked, are you happy with the head coach and should we replace him? It was, are you happy with the head coach? And I think that any fan base that was just in 2 Stanley Cup finals and is looking at a team that, were it not for the Pacific Division being as bad as it has been overall, may not even be in a playoff picture right now. It's, it's rightfully so. Sorry, Liz.
I've got the itch. Fire the coach. It's been a while.
Really?
You know?
After a win.
I like the times when the Oilers were firing the coach every year. I think it was fun. I like the new faces.
Got us new T-shirts.
I like seeing what their suits look like, what their haircuts are like. We release T-shirts. Does it make a difference? No.
Does Mac T come down the first time then?
Well, he's got to supervise, right? Like we can't just have a new coach on there and Mac T doesn't supervise.
Exactly.
I mean, this iteration of the Oilers equivalent would be like they fire Knob and Coffey as the head coach now.
Cool. Fun.
That would be the equivalent of that Mac T shit.
Yeah, because I mean, what I've read something during this break that maybe Knoblauch and Coffey didn't get along very well.
Well,
and then it was like if you're bringing Coffey in, it's almost like Knoblauch goes. I mean, these are all things that I had no idea about till the day I read that.
Let me put it this way.
I was going to say, you read that, you hear that.
I read that.
Bullshit.
If Paul Coffey is back on the Oilers bench,
I think Gregor said it, by the way.
It's not going to be Chris Knoblauch's decision. I think that's abundantly clear.
Well, if he's Chris back on the bench, that's DK's calling up, be like, Paul, you're off back on the bench.
Fix this, yeah.
And then, I mean, and if your owner does that, then all of a sudden the head coach is probably your eggshells now. You're standing on eggshells.
I think if you're Chris Knoblauch and you get pulled into a room and we're putting Paul Coffey back on the bench, you don't have a say. I think if I'm Chris Knoblauch, I go, okay, you fire me. Like, what are we doing here, right?
That's
like, if you don't trust,
because he's got that fresh 3-year contract, that's the dream.
Yeah, but like, if you're a head coach and your organization doesn't trust you to run your own bench, okay, now we're at the point where like, never mind how Knoblauch would feel. Okay, fire your coach then.
Do you think DK sits down then with Coach Knoblauch and goes, okay, listen, we think that the defensive side is an issue, and we think that if you did this, it's the best it would be best. And then Knoblauch's going to say, double down and say, no, I don't want that.
I don't think Daryl Cates is all that in tune with the defensive structure issues of the Edmonton Oilers.
No, but he'd go back to something that's worked. But he goes back to something that works and just happens to be Paul Coffey, right? Like, it's just like, this worked before, it's not working now, let's put him back in there. Coach, what do you think?
You know what's worked before? Kevin Lowe.
Firing the coach.
Kevin Lowe, head coach.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Despite everything I said before, I don't actually think the Oilers are going to fire the coach.
No.
Would it be fun for the chaos? Yes. But I don't think so. Now, the other thing, like an important detail on it, though, Chris Knoblauch's not Stan Bowman's guy.
That's important.
He didn't hire him. Yeah, he extended him.
And we don't feel like they're on the same plane. Like, they're GM seems to be GMing in a way that the coach doesn't seem to be coaching.
Yeah, arguably.
Potentially, yeah. I just also, I don't know. I guess you could go back to last year and like the whole Jeff Skinner incident and whatnot. He's a free
He
agent.
just got cut again.
Yeah.
And he's a free agent now.
Yeah, you just got
He got cut.
So, okay, like just because you just mentioned Jeff Skinner, at some point you have to give Chris Knoblauch credit that he wasn't playing this guy for the same reason that he just got cut in San Jose.
Yeah, Narvitson's having issues. Like it's
Arvidsson's having a good year.
is he?
Oh yeah.
I thought I read somewhere that he was having not exactly what they.
He's on pace for like 27 goals.
Rick,
I
I'm going a
wish.
bit suspicious. You're reading a lot.
No, I believe I was sitting at this table.
Rick, that's very unlike you to be reading, says Liam.
Well, I only get it's only like the little pictures on Instagram. Don't get me wrong. It's the captions,
But you
that's
don't
what it
have to
is.
read them.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I think I'm a bit of a reader.
He absorbs through osmosis.
Yeah,
Rick, the scholar.
yeah, 100%.
I think, yeah, like there are instances where you can, it's a chicken and egg debate, right? Like, hey, is insert whatever bottom sixer, Mangiapane, Frederick, are they not playing well because they actually aren't playing well? Or would their numbers be better if they got more opportunity? But are they not getting the opportunity because they're not playing well and they're not doing stuff that the coaching staff likes? Like we had this whole conversation with Mangiapane after he got benched in that game where he came out, played an awesome like 4 or 5 shifts, was buzzing against Calgary, was hitting guys, all this stuff.
One giveaway.
One giveaway's on the bench. And people go, why? How could you do that? Okay, well, let me run you through a scenario behind the scenes. What if it's been 3 months of them sitting in the film room telling Andrew Mangiapane and Trent
Don't do
Frederick,
this, don't do this, don't do this. And then goes
Whatever
and does
you
it.
do not turn over the puck. Here, we'd rather you ice it.
Yeah.
And then he turns over the puck there.
You
and
have
it's
to come
been
out.
3 months of it.
I like there is an argument that says, you know what, I understand why they're doing it and they need to be doing what they're doing. Both those guys were given opportunities at the very beginning of the season. Not when the team was playing all that well, unfortunately, but
The opportunity was there.
exactly. And maybe that was part of why the team wasn't playing well because they weren't playing well. I wish I knew. I will say this, though. If this is not a cup winning year, I could see the coach getting flipped in the summertime more than we do right now.
I think 100%. I think if they get to the Western Conference Finals and lose,
Depending how the loss goes.
if they get swept, then yes, of course.
But
Honestly, anything less-
no
anything
no
less than
injuries,
6.
no something stupid,
Sure.
nothing.
Yeah.
If they just get outclassed by another team, then I do think you're going to be probably looking at somebody else.
I disagree. I agree, like first round, whatever. There's a path to it for sure, depending on how you exit. I think the more likely outcome is that they bring him into next season, and Bowman's just got safety off, finger on the trigger. First time they lose 3 in a row, piff.
Are there any names out there right now, available right now, and up until the start of the hiring for next season,
Pete DeBoer.
that you would be like, that's going to be my replacement guy, but we can't wait because he might get picked up in the summertime.
Probably DeBoer.
I don't think Pete DeBoer has lost every locker room he's had within like 2.5 years of getting it.
But he still gets jobs, though.
Was he in Dallas last year?
As does Torts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I also
Alsma?
think
Did you not hear the stories, Rick?
Rick read about them.
I have, like,
Dan Bilesma?
when the camera's off, I'll tell you a story about Dallas. I think I
Exactly.
may have told you guys already this. So
That's what I'm referencing.
yeah, okay, then yeah.
You want that guy to coach the Oilers?
Well, no, that's why I had to double check. That's the
Yeah.
guy. That's probably not.
So I think this goes deeper than just this series with Chris Knoblauch. And I was reminded of a comment that McDavid made after the Stanley Cup final when the Oilers lost. And he said, paraphrasing a little bit, we just kept doing the same thing over and over again and banging our head against the wall. And now you have Draisaitl's comments, and I'm sure there's been other little ones throughout it. Like, I think Knoblauch's failing big time. I think he really is. And if this team has gone from a team who played their players over and over again, it seemed like Knoblauch was in full control, then he needs to regain his control.
And I don't know if you can regain your control.
I don't know if you can.
What are you reading?
Yeah, what'd you read there?
What are you reading over there?
That's what I think. It's like, I think if the Oilers lose anything more than in the Western Conference Finals, I think Knoblauch will be gone. I don't think they'll wait till the next season.
Anything else in that Nation Citizens poll? The state of the nation that we should go over.
Sure. There was, Bruce Almighty came up on my laptop from the other day. Great movie.
That is fine.
It was a great movie.
Sorry, I was doing some math.
Better than Evan Almighty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I watched Evan Almighty too. Not as good. Okay, well, let's just go into the GM. There was the confidence in the GM through ability to approve the team. 57% of the people said no.
That's crazy.
Which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I don't buy
disagree.
that
I would say yes.
He's made more good than bad.
100%. Nobody makes all good, by the way.
no.
It's like, you know what that one is to me? That one is the Trent Frederick lingering.
Yeah.
That's what that one is.
And we're so early into
Jari,
that.
like the recency of Jari.
Sure.
Like,
Yep.
What should the Oilers prioritize at deadline? 53% of people said defenseman, 26 was third line center, 19 was top 6 winger.
Those defensemen got to pick up their own game.
I think the defense can be solved in turn. I'm more confident in the blue line's ability to improve itself and be good enough for us in the playoffs than I am in the ability of, we'll call it the middle six.
Me too.
I think their bottom pairing's too weak to go into the playoffs the way it is. This one's funny. Tyler pointed this out before too. Which soon-to-be unrestricted free agent would be your highest priority? Kapanen was number 1 at close to 40%. Then it was Roslovic at 34 and Connor Ingram at 26. But the next question is, who are you more confident in, Jari or Ingram? And Ingram was 69.4%.
Nice.
That. So I guess what would you guys say on the unrestricted free agent?
3-1-2 on that list. I would look at Ingram first because I think he's more that the goaltending position is very important. I do like what I've seen out of him. I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing out of Kapanen in terms of the offense he brings, but it's like that heartbeat type of player. That's a middle 6 player that you can play. He's skates. He's out there. He hits the body a little bit here and there. He tends to do some of the things that the team doesn't do. And then Roslovic, he's kind of fallen off a bit in terms of scoring, but I think he'll probably cost you more in the long run. Therefore, that's why I have him at 3.
Fair enough.
I would sign them all if the price is right, and that's where this question's a little bit like, again,
Obviously, that.
Would I re-sign Kapanen right now if he'd sign a 3 by 1.7? Sure, fucking right, sign him up.
What's he paid right now?
1.2535, something like that.
Breaking news.
Oh, I'm sliding down. It's good.
Matt Savoy loaned to the Bakersfield Condors. So basically, that to me, that just says they're trying to recruit cap hit for the next week. And they can reactivate.
So why didn't they do this a week ago?
Because he
Was eligible for the break.
he was
and he had to stay
eligible
down?
for the break. And now he would have had to go. And now he could skate in Edmonton, I think. It was something like that. Like he skated with like Draisaitl, Nurse, Nuge, a few of those guys too. So I think that was it. I don't think he was allowed to.
So he's gonna have to play a game though.
Yes, and maybe that's why he's going down right now. And with that, sorry, Dan, they can activate Adam Henrique.
I think it was just based on service games this year. You could opt to have that break if you wanted to.
If you played in 16 of the final 20 games before the break, your team couldn't send you down or something like that. Yeah.
And what's the goalie situation?
Pickard skated in Bakersfield today, so he's been reassigned.
Or he did go down.
He's skated today with
they waited to put him down too, right? Because of the whole veteran.
It was the similar-ish issue.
Yeah, just the goalie's obviously not 16 and 20.
The other side of it too, it was the American League All-Star break, so they didn't even really play. Yeah, I think they just came back this past weekend.
So once Savoy goes down, I think they're going to be able to activate Rico.
Because they only needed 120,000.
Yeah.
So they should be good. Are you almost done? That is a small juice box.
Finished it up.
That's a 2-sipper.
Finished
his third juice box over there, actually.
Okay, I won't read off the answers for this one. Don't luck, Rick.
Okay.
We'll go around the
That's
table and
anyways.
everyone can give their answer. On a scale of 1 to 10,
Okay, Tyler has
how
the
would you
highest.
rate the Oilers season so far? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest being?
6.
6?
Mediocre.
That was the highest result. That was the most common one. I think I'd go 4.5.
I'm going to say 5.
My first answer was 6. I'm going to take it 6.5 now.
6.5?
They've lost more games than they've won.
So can I give you my reason?
Please.
The reason they're still a 6 is because the Pacific Division is so bad. They're still in the mix.
Yep.
They can still win the division. They need to run down the stretch, but Pacific being
For the record, if we were in a different division and we were further down the list, I think the GM would have made moves accordingly already.
potentially, sure. What else you got? Or can we move it along, Liam?
Do you want me to do the last two? Just read them out.
Sure.
How far do you think the Oilers will go?
Cup final. Win.
Round 2 exit was 33%.
Fuck you.
To win the Stanley Cup was 25.
Losing to Vegas.
Do you think McDavid? The Oilers will win a cup before the end of the McDavid extension.
Yes.
72% of people said yes. Do you think McDavid retires as an Oiler?
Yes.
63% of people said yes.
Wow. Confidence.
I agree.
There you go.
Let's move it along. Shout out to everybody, by the way, that participated
Yeah,
in
thanks.
the Nation Citizen Survey.
like 1,000+ votes or something like that. It was crazy.
We're pumping it pretty hard, though. Good job to us also.
Ryan Holt from the Condors, just with a quick update. Matt Savoy's going to play Friday night against the Calgary Wranglers.
Oh, well, that makes
Where?
sense.
Oh, so he's just in
Baco.
Calgary?
We'll have his Cancer Night jersey as our golden ticket item. So there's a plug for a nice little charity raffle. I know Dan has been itching to hear some good charity raffle plugs with no Oilers hockey over the last few weeks.
It's very true.
It's a
Have you been
50-50
participating in the 50-50?
I haven't seen a 50-50 segment in months.
Luckily
I'm
for you,
missing
our
it.
next guest.
It's a winner of the 50-50.
What'd you do? I bought 2 cars. Like, wow. Love that.
Anyways, $20 beers.
Let's give a shout out to the final experience spots left on the Nation Vacation from March 24th to the 27th. We'll be down there. We're going to have a viewing party. We're going to go to the game. Still a couple of experience spots left. So what is that? I'll love to tell you. That means you're already down there. You want to join us for the game and the viewing party. We got a package for that up at nationgear.ca. Join us. We're going to have a blast. We are going to have fun and maybe even get a little sunshine and some trollolol laughs in there too.
Couple.
Can I also just remind people that you can win your way into the Nation Vacation by
you can.
eating at Oodle Noodle?
As you should. All the plugs tie together. They all tie together, don't they? All right, gentlemen. Well, as of this morning, we know that Team Canada is facing Czechia in the morning. Is this the quarters or the semis? Where are we at?
Quarters.
Quarterfinal it is tomorrow morning, Canada and Czechia. I've got the betting lines, the early lines for that game a little bit later. Spoiler, Canada heavily favored tomorrow.
Did not see that coming. Did not see that coming.
What do you think about the opponent in the quarterfinal?
Then they suck.
Look out for Hasek and Yager. Outside those
coming
two, I
out?
think you got 'em.
Can I read you a quote from Czechia forward Martin Necas?
You may.
Please.
We let them win the first one because we knew we weren't going to beat Canada twice.
That's a good
answer.
That's good. That's good fun.
Listen, this is firmly in Canada's control, right? Even if
Yes.
there's a world where Dostal stands on his head, you got to be able to put a few past him. It
Yes.
should be Canada moving on to the semis, and then it's a question of, will it be Connor versus Leon?
Who's Leon got? Who they play?
Slovakia.
Slovakia.
Okay. Now, you guys weren't here. On Friday, I asked Liam, if first 1-2, gold, silver, you assume Canada, US, Liam said third space is wide open. Do you still feel that way a few days after chatting?
You
Yes.
said wide open and when? Last Friday?
On Friday.
So everyone had only really played one game.
That's interesting.
Why?
Well, because Sweden was kind of in shambles.
Yeah, because I
still are. They have
I
to
put
scratch
Sweden,
Brad.
Finland ahead of the other teams fighting for that third spot.
I don't think Sweden's higher than Finland.
No, I put them together.
Well,
they're in
so-
that same little. It's Canada, US, then it's Sweden, Finland, then it's everybody else.
One of USA or Sweden is done tomorrow.
No, I understand
And
that.
not getting a chance to play for a medal. So I think that's like pretty significant. And then if Germany wins and USA wins, Canada gets Germany, and then it would be USA Finland.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I
Or
understand.
Switzerland.
I understand how the brackets work and stuff, but it's like outside the brackets, I believe it's Canada, and then in the next level, it's US, Finland, Sweden, and then there's the level down, and there's the rest.
Liam, how has your update gone since Friday when we did this?
Like, who do I think is still a favorite to do it? Mm-hmm. I mean, Sweden are definitely in the conversation. I mean, they did end up kind of pulling it around. But I just think the way the path is, like, I think sometimes too when you get to that bronze medal game, if it was, for example, let's say it's Germany, Sweden. Like, Sweden are probably more disappointed they're not in the final. Then Germany would be like, yes, we can go win a medal.
Yeah, I always feel like Canada, US outside of the gold medal game, they're moping. They're upset. Everybody else, I feel like, keeps playing because they really want something.
Can I give you guys a little scenario here?
Always.
Are you rooting for the USA to make the gold medal game because you want Canada to beat USA for gold? Or would you rather have USA potentially get upset tomorrow against Sweden?
Any given Sunday to me. I don't care who Canada faces in gold.
You just want them to win gold.
Yep.
Don't care about the storyline. Don't care about like the entertainment of a rematch and all that. You just want them to win gold.
Gold, baby.
I almost think that storyline has been built up so much that I don't expect it to happen anymore.
I mean, it seemed too obvious.
The Canada,
right?
US storyline?
Yeah, I just think it's like, It's obviously what we all want from an entertainment value, but I don't think the US has been anything special.
They haven't.
And I don't think Sweden is either, and I think it'll be very interesting.
Neither one's played their best hockey.
Yeah.
I do believe Canada steamrolls everybody. So.
I do too. I actually think
And honestly, in terms of chirping people, like on the other side of the border, it's going to be equal. Border? It's going to be equal.
Just Montana.
It's going to be equally fun doing it if you beat them in gold, and it's going to be equally fun if they don't even make it to the gold medal game.
I do always think it's interesting when it's like, oh, you didn't even play the best teams. It's like, how did we not play the best teams? That we beat
Russia's
everyone to win the gold.
You didn't beat the best teams, but you lost to the better teams.
Because they weren't good enough to get to where they needed to be.
I agree, man. I think the Americans have a lot of fancy, flashy names on their team. I don't think they make a very good team.
I don't think they're a good team.
I think if anybody has watched both the men's and the women's side of the hockey, there's two teams that have just shown that they are way better than the rest of the competition. I think that this Canadian team, like the way in which they just dismantled some of those teams, and like you saw it in the broadcast against France, and I think that like we all feel it as Canadian fans. Like there's always that little bit of hesitation that, oh, what if we get goalied, or what if the other team rises up to it? It just wasn't possible. Like it is not possible, and I don't think I'm being that smug as a Canadian fan. Like this team is that much better. And I think that's like by Bill and Guerin's design, that the US team could be better than it is, but he designed a team that is ready to crash and bang against this team, which fine. If we were playing you in a quarterfinal game, maybe, but like the gold medal game, that all is on the line. That's the only option to play the US. I want to see it myself.
To me, I haven't seen any quotes yet coming out of Team USA. Like I think about one from Bo Horvat. Depth scoring is always funny when you're a Team Canada because your third line center is Sidney Crosby and he's one of the best players to ever play. But Bo Horvat was asked about, what do you think about, and I'm paraphrasing, what do you think about being the fourth line center and limited minutes and all this, whatever? His answer immediately was, I would fill water bottles to be on this team.
Fuck yeah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Dude, like Joe Sakic and Steve Yzerman were playing fourth lines way back when.
I just think that this means so much to the Canadian team, and they seem to be really tight as an outside viewer watching it. I just don't think anybody stands in their way. So that's my answer, is any given Sunday.
They're just too good. And it's funny though, because I have yet to hear one person get bummed out when they put McKinnon up on the Connors line, as much as you get bummed out when you hear when they put Leon up on that line.
I'll tell you why I was bummed out. I was going to save it for the betting segment. I needed 2 points from Nate against France.
I just needed a goal.
I had so many parlays that would have hit with another point from Nate. So yeah, I have beef with him being up on Connor's line. Do something.
Did you see what, if you put $100 down for Connor to get 1 point against France, what the payout was?
$101?
Nope, it was less than that. It was $100.66.
Yeah. All right.
I doubled down on that game, 6.5.
Did you get your 6 cents?
6.5 twice.
Nice.
I bet it twice. I was just like, they're winning it. I don't care that it's 3-2 right now.
And it's funny because I think on the broadcast they're like, "Ooh, should Canada like start picking it up here? They got to be worried about the goal difference." I was like, "No, man, just keep putting them out over the boards. Like this will just eventually break the dam."
To be fair, that French goalie, he played pretty well.
Oh,
but then the dam broke, and it just is.
There's nothing you can do
because Canada's inevitable against a country like France.
There's nothing you can do.
Pierre-Edouard Bellemare.
Yeah,
he played in the show for a long time. He's just looking at this. He's like, "Fuck, shit." Same with Tessier. What was he going to do? Nothing.
Tessier was actually brutal too. He had that one turnover on the Stone goal. It was so bad.
Mark Stone, by the way, breakaway goal scoring, hilarious because he is the slowest man on earth.
Still doing it.
Alejandro Kirk.
Great job on body positioning because he had 2 more strides. He was caught.
I said to my friends when we were watching it, I was like, that's how I would score on a breakaway. Like he literally just pushed the puck forward.
It was on edge too, so he just like lifted it.
And then just like chipped it over the goal.
I couldn't believe they didn't go to him with the Celebrini breakaway penalty shot too.
Yeah, make a flip.
He still wouldn't be at the goal yet. That's why.
That's true.
Rick brought up Connor McDavid. I mean, he is just playing at an absolute absurd level. 9 points through the first 3 games.
9 points, 9 periods.
It's unreal. Watching him do his thing, he's laying the body, he's trucking people, he's going 9,000 miles an hour. When he scores, the look on his face, just, I would run through a wall for him.
If that's what's necessary, I will.
He does not look like he has any interest in being denied of this gold medal.
He's going to have 7 points the first night he gets back.
McDavid?
Probably.
He's like supernova right now. It's so cool. Like you think about Avalanche fans and how much they love McKinnon. You think about Penguins fans and how much they love Crosby. Those guys are showing up. McKinnon's not having a great tournament. Crosby's not like bad by any means, but McDavid showed up and is everything he has been sold to be and more.
It's his time right now.
Yep. The other thing, going back to what I said about Horvat and I'd fill water bottles, they showed a clip during the game the other day or the other morning where it was an offensive zone draw. Sid's line was out. The top three went out over the boards. Immediately, Sid just turns around, sees him, goes, okay, gets off. No problem. Man. That's Pittsburgh. He's staying out there. This team, I just think like gold means a lot to all these guys, and they're showing it with actions.
It's also why I'm not worried about, and I've had this conversation with a few people, like, are you worried that Canada hasn't faced a real test? They could potentially get to the gold medal game going Czechia, Switzerland, France, Czechia, Germany, and then have to play like USA. I'm not worried about it because I think this team's just way too dialed in.
Let's talk about, Dan, I'm going to start with you because obviously that is the default angle. We got a little kind of a fight, more of a shake.
Yeah,
I take it.
What do you think, Dan?
Well, first of all, shout out to the IOC, which owns everything inside the arena.
Just give a real quick update. It's funny.
Yeah, just in case you don't understand or you haven't seen. If you use footage on social media, like directly from the broadcast, the IOC will take it down pretty quickly. It's just kind of like a common thing. They're a very litigious organization, and they are protective of their brands. We thought we could get around that by finding some fan footage of the fight, and just so happened to find, like, luckily, like 7:00 at night on Sunday night, found this footage, put the most obnoxious watermark I could think of, which is just literally the word that says original video from this Twitter account on top of the video, put that out on social media. It had got seen by like 500,000 people. Peacock's feed, just as a side note, Peacock's feed cut out right as the fight was breaking out. Jesus. So Americans didn't even get to see the fight at all.
Wants to see that.
And anyways, 11 o'clock in the morning, I get fucking 7 emails from Instagram telling me that the IOC has claimed this footage as their own. By the way, I can't even appeal it. The link is broken. I can only contact the IOC, give them my personal information, and make myself exposed to legal issues. So anyways, you can't see it anywhere except for on hockeyfights.com, maybe allegedly in my opinion.
It wasn't. Yeah, I thought Wilson was about to snap.
I thought he was too.
Because this is where that guy kept going at him. Like the refs were involved and he kept going at him. And Wilson kind of had his head covered and he wouldn't stop. And then I was like, oh, he's going to snap. And he got up, went around the circle he was about to. And I think he pulled it back in at the last second.
For sure.
Well, the big fella didn't really want to fight, did he? He just wanted to shake him around a little bit.
Oh, well, and Wilson called him out for that too. Like the jerk move was just incredible. I mean, he's stronger than Wilson. That is clear.
He's a big French fella.
That is the way it goes.
He just caught him off guard. No one thinks they're going to pull your shoulders to the ice.
Yeah, you're expected to fight.
Yeah. And you're watching hand, ready to go.
And at the end of the day, who's still on their Olympic team and who isn't?
I was going to ask. Crazy. So the update is that the French guy, did something happen after the game? Is that the update?
He was waving to the crowd like this, and
they called it provocative actions that go against the Olympic spirit.
And there was something else too apparently that happened previously.
He punched the goalie somewhere
in the.
Are you allowed to do that?
League. No. In League Magnus.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. So previously in November, on November the 30th, you can see the clip.
League. He's got his own league.
You can see the clip on Hockey Fight social media. There was a scrum behind the net, and Cronon gets a hold of what turned out to be the goalie. The goalie didn't have his helmet on in this scrum, and he gets a hold of the goalie and he punches him 5 or 6 times without the helmet on. The goalie ended up being injured after the incident, and so from what I hear, the French people were when he was named to the team, they were upset already. And so the French Federation already sensitive to this guy. And then he goes out and does that against the Canadians and, picks a fight, quote unquote. And then, is taunting the fans afterwards. It was upsetting to them. So they kicked him off the team.
Good Lord.
I can see why they said that wasn't part of the Olympic spirit.
Yeah.
I think once you leave the rink, I think that shit should stay on the rink. And I mean,
especially for a player that's obviously been warned. He's got an issue. Yeah.
I'm sure they were ready for something.
I'm surprised he didn't give up.
They were wearing white.
Terrible uniforms too, by the way. Those are awful. Awful.
What, you mean half pinstripes doesn't turn your fancy?
France.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It felt like a little bit like
It's
the
like the
homework was done at the
tournament was a
last
couple
minute.
of days away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, we don't have jerseys.
Oops.
They're hosting this next time.
Yeah, they got to pick it up. They got relegated from the World Championships.
Well, it's going to your favorite city. You love Paris.
People are
I can't believe they're getting a winter game.
very
No,
friendly.
it's not in Paris.
Oh.
Oh.
It's in the Alps.
Moving along, sticking with France though, Leon Draisaitl moved themselves through with a 3-point performance yesterday, goal and 2 assists for Leon. Concerning the videos I've been seeing of him icing his hand every shift. Don't like that.
Asked Gregor about it yesterday. He kind of made it seem like the Oilers aren't all that concerned about anything, and Leon's tournament could come to a close tomorrow, which would give him a full week to reset for the Oilers play.
Okay. Not the same case for Kevin Fiala. He is missing the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's too. That was
Did
too
we
bad.
get a final injury on him?
Well, his full leg was in a cast.
I understand that, but I've never seen anybody watching any sport ever. I've never seen anybody get placed on a stretcher face down.
I've never seen that either.
wonder
All I
if
can
it was
imagine
him.
that his leg was broken the wrong way around.
Well, someone has told me they thought it was like it was a broken hip. That's why they didn't do that. But if you see the picture of him in the hospital, it's only the cast link goes up like 3/4 up his thigh.
You haven't watched the documentary Forrest Gump when Private Gump took a shot in the butt and was forced to lay in his bed
Well, I
and
guess
eat
if
ice cream?
you have a bullet in your ass, maybe
Come
that's
on.
you got to stay.
How about that movie, classic movie from the 80s, The Outsiders, when he
that one.
tries to
Another
get the
documentary, I
children.
think.
It's another documentary, yes. He tries to get the children out of the church and the beam falls on his back and he's
Yeah.
laying in bed on his stomach.
Stay gold, pony
Maybe.
boy.
All right, that's 2 then. I take it back.
Nothing
I've
gold
seen
can
that.
stay.
So
the only
many
time I could think of.
injuries to Kevin Fiala's leg. I just Googled Kevin Fiala injury I put it on Twitter, and I've already seen 3 different injuries of him like breaking a leg or something like
And it's
that.
the same, it's always
I think,
the same
long
leg.
story short, it was not good.
No,
Gross.
it's too bad. You don't
Also,
wanna see
by the way-
players get banged up like that.
No, you don't want to see that, but like also at the same point, I saw people being like, "Of course it was Tom Wilson." That was a freak incident. They like you had 400 pounds of human falling on a toe picked
Fiala
leg.
initiated it.
Yeah, it's
Of course, it was Tom Wilson. Like in the way of like, out of all the players to be involved in an incident, of course it was him, but he had nothing to do with the outcome of it.
Listen, if your toe picks like that in the ice, your leg's not moving, even if you have 400 pounds of human
there's a
falling
lot
on
of
you.
twisting and falling on top of that afterwards. Ooh.
Too bad.
Moving along, Team Canada and Team USA on the ladies' side. If you watched the first game between those two, did not go our way. Did not go our way.
Wasn't
Poulin
even
is back,
close.
had both goals yesterday. She set a new Canadian Olympic record with the goals she scored yesterday against Switzerland. They just need to dial it on. And then when I got asked what I thought of the women's game the other day on the radio, I just said it felt very Oilersy. A lot of giveaways, a lot of mistakes, couldn't get the saves they needed. More puck control, more puck management, ladies.
They needed MPP to drag them into the fight against the Swiss yesterday for sure.
I think they need to build a team differently now.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. They need to tell a couple of people they are retiring from the international game. I am no expert on the women's game. I barely know the players' names. But from what I've read, that needs to change. I was reading some of the stuff Rick was reading actually.
You've been reading too?
Some of the captions.
Yeah, some of the captions, yeah. And that's what I saw. Also,
Very important, the captions.
the U.S.
Get all the
is
in-depth stuff right there.
the U.S. is 1.5 to win this game on the spread. I'll be teasing that
It's
out.
changed. It's changed. So it started at
gonna
1.5 at minus 190.
It's now minus 155.
Yeah, then they moved it to minus 2.5 at minus 120. And now we're at minus 1.5, 155.
They're
That
gonna
game is
smoke 'em.
tomorrow, right?
Thursday.
Thursday.
4 goals,
If
probably.
I can tease this up, I will. There you go. I can. Minus
You're betting
2
against Canada?
100%.
Again?
Yeah, I did it last time, and I'll do it again.
Wow.
It's not
Hey,
even,
well, you save your heresy for the betting segment.
competition isn't even close.
A couple more things before we move on to the betting segment. We talked about this downstairs before we started recording. I just wanted your guys' take on the Kachuk to Draisaitl comment. Always a bridesmaid, eh, Leon?
It's just true, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a chirp that Matt Kachuk has earned the right to throw out because they've beaten the Oilers in back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. Like, if it was a player from a different team, if it was Jack Hughes or Austin Matthews saying it, I'd be like, loser. But Matt Kachuk, unfortunately, has earned the right to say that. So Whatever. Leon didn't care. I don't care.
My unpopular take was I kind of liked it, actually.
Yeah, it's a
I
good
wish
choice.
there was more wrestling in hockey. I like beef. I like when it's spicy. Obviously, there's the history between the two clubs. I had no problem with it.
It stings, but there's nothing you
hurt
can do.
my feelings.
It hurt
Sure,
my
yeah,
feelings
of
too.
course.
Yeah, I did
Of
not like it
course.
at all.
Hurt my feelings.
Great edit from CBC though.
Yeah.
Like way to back him up. You see
Way to
that?
back up Leon
Yeah,
for
Leon.
some reason.
Anything to
the
go
Connor
against
goal for
Kachuk.
Four Nations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. At least we have that.
Now, the most important topic that we need to discuss in the news today goes back to our Friday episode. Tyler and Rick were not here. Canadian curling controversy. Let's get the update. So when we last left, Dan and Liam did a little skit, a little drama class where
Watch
Dan
the
was
video.
the Swedish player. Liam was the Canadian player. Where are we at now 4 days later?
It has gone way
Supernova.
more out of control.
It might be the biggest story of the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really thought the Norwegians with their biathletes were going to take it.
The controversy.
But it is it's happening again today, literally right before we started calling.
was that today?
Recording.
That picture?
Yeah, Brad Jacobs is now getting called out. And it's got to the point where some like curling media are calling out the Swedish media and being like, you guys are ridiculous.
They cornered Mark Kennedy
Yeah,
again.
they cornered Mark Kennedy and asked
Swedes
him questions.
did?
Yeah, they were like taking pictures of every single time the Canadians threw a rock to try and catch them off guard. And they got one of Brad Jacobs.
Yeah, hell
but
yeah.
he's clearly just like letting go of the rock.
Yeah.
And it's just like making contact. And I think for people who like don't know how to curl or have not watched curling before, it's not something these players are thinking of at all when they are coming out of the shoot. It just happens. And there could not be any kind of advantage to them touching that rock a second time.
What's the rule?
The rule is you can't do that.
No, because you can't touch the rock after.
No, you can touch the handle twice before the hog line.
Yeah.
But you cannot touch the granite, which is basically everything off
The base.
the collar.
Yeah.
So the
this is-
yellow top is fine, not just the hook,
Technically,
but
yes.
That's the handle.
that's fine.
Yeah, I believe so.
You know how sometimes when you're watching a hockey game and a player will ice the puck and it's like, ooh, by the letter of the law, that's icing. But the defenseman's stick when he dumps it in kind of like goes over and they just wave it off because you just keep the game going. Do you sit there when Colton Parayko does that? Do you sit there and are you like, what a fucking cheater. What a dirty cheat.
Well, the use of the term cheating, I think, is like
Ridiculous.
It's not
I want
cheating,
a harsher
'cause
analogy.
cheating is what gives you an advantage.
There's
this
no
gives
advantage.
you no advantage. If anything, this could throw your rock off. If anything,
Yeah.
like, and now it's so sorry, Dan. It's so ridiculous to the extent that like these Olympic umpires or officials, whatever they're called, are now also being put in very awkward spots because they have to just go off what these other teams are telling them and assume they're telling them the truth because there's no replay or appeal or anything. Like the other day, this happens with Rachel Holman, who's a skipper of the women's team. She threw a rock and
moves it.
the other team claimed, I think it was actually Sweden too, claimed that she cheated. And the woman who was telling Holman was just like, I can't do anything about it. And they had to take the rock out of the game.
It's ruining the kind of point of the sport here.
Yes, and it's
Gotten so out of
dumb.
hand.
So we need a red flag. Is that what we need? We can throw it out there?
No,
Coaches challenge?
I think these players just need to.
we need another roster spot. Tom Wilson's playing on both teams next year.
Oh, you gotta
Honestly,
clean house.
I truly think this would be the idea is like, you need every team to come together and like have a team Olympic meeting and be like, cut the shit out. Like, and
Well-
they do this in like F1 all the time, where it's like
Yeah,
we
they
have
do,
all the
yeah, all
drivers
the time.
in the room and we are talking about this today. Like someone from the Olympic committee needs to come in, bring every team in from both sides because it's happening both men and women's, and be like, enough. Like we'll leave it to the officials. We will figure it out. And it's honestly the stupidest thing happening in sports right now.
I think that curling made its own bet on this one, and just like there was going to happen at some point. And
Well, this has been going on for a while. That's why Sweden watched it because they've claimed that this has been going on for a while.
Then they should have called it out at another tournament.
And you're not
They did.
allowed to videotape in there. And they're videotaping right down the line, and that's illegal too.
Well,
I don't know if that's cheating.
We'll see if the
it's
IOC
not
claims their
allowed.
footage as well. But yeah, I just like I think
Hey, we own the rights to that.
my thing is curling has always had this like gentleman's agreement for all of its rules,
like golf.
and that's always gonna be an issue once you get into the highest level of competition, which the Olympics just is for curling. But more to the point, I think, is that this has been an issue that's been brought up with the World Curling Federation, which are not overseeing these games and the rules of these games. So Sweden has already raised this to the Curling Federation. They
said it was fine.
The Curling Federation has ruled that it's okay to touch the rock right now, as far as I know. But like
Not across the hog line.
But this
simple.
The Swedes, I think that like I'm of the opinion that the Swedes are using this in this moment to try and take down the Canadians because they're the best, and I respect them for that. And I think that no, I respect the idea of that, and that the Canadians should have seen through that and not played into this. Kennedy's response in our little charade
Fuck
that we
himself.
played out
Good.
was the problem, and I think that that's where it's kind of gone
no
off the
issue.
track.
Wait. So your problem is not that Sweden orchestrated this whole thing to try show up Team Canada on a massive stage and make them look bad. Your problem is Mark Kennedy saying the
Because he
F
could have
word.
just been like, yeah, I touched it, okay, and moved on. And then that would have been the end of the entire debate. Instead, he said, fuck off, Oscar.
Yeah, because
we've had this issue before.
Because his
and-
character as a 4-time Olympian and one of the best Olympic athletes we've ever had is being called into question in what's a deliberate attack on his character.
But he knows that it's not an issue. And anybody that curls knows that he's not cheating or doing anything wrong there. His response, his like defensiveness causes this to blow up into something that
No,
is
Sweden doing this on the stage they did, and their media relentlessly harassing Mark Kennedy is what's turned this into what it is.
Didn't you guys have a curler on your show?
Babies.
We did today.
Johnny Mo.
What do you say?
He said it was bullshit.
He said it was bullshit, and again, this
Was
is
bullshit.
Yeah.
That
A
media.
bullshit.
He said the timing. I laid it out to him as a bit of a conspiracy of like a little suspicious that Sweden, this Nicholas Edin rink, curls against Mark Kennedy all year long.
All these teams do.
All these teams do.
As people should know this, like the curling league is basically just one big worldwide league.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So
When
they
did this
curl
go?
against him every week all season. They waited until their game in the Olympics against them. They could have come up to him beforehand and said, "Hey, we notice you do this. Let's knock it off," because like the rules officials are watching. They deliberately did this to try show up Mark Kennedy on a world stage. He has every right to be pissed off at that.
Get Johnny Mo back on the team. That guy's arms are huge.
Yeah, he's jacked.
Although his legs not so huge, which he pointed out, Chris Pronger's also not big.
Well, he has little feet too.
Yeah.
Chris Pronger?
Yeah, size 8s.
Anyways, I just think it was deliberate bullshit by Sweden, and the fact Canada's getting their name dragged through the mud on this is ridiculous.
I love it. You already said it. You like to see a little wrestling and everything.
Yeah.
I said I love it. Let's go get that fucking title, and I want to watch them walk around even bigger.
Yeah. I want to see him.
The
holding up
unfortunate
his-
thing is, can we like Sweden's out of this now, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
they
that's
suck.
unfortunate.
Where's the when's the medals happening for curling?
Soon.
Saturday.
It'll roll through the weekend. Yeah.
Should be soon.
I think it's Saturday.
It's all over
Canada
soon.
advanced straight
Saturday or
to the
Sunday.
semifinals because they're the best at cheating.
Men and women.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. It's not just been Canada that's called out the best. I think Great Britain's been called out and Switzerland was called out. So
If you're not touching the rock after the fucking, if you're touching it before the hog line, who gives a fuck?
it gives you no advantage.
I agree.
It does nothing. Like it's literally, it's the stupidest thing.
But it could.
It couldn't.
But it could. You could manipulate the rocks,
But it's before the
rocks
hog line,
delivery.
it's
That's
fine.
just it's the same reason as it's the same reason for
it's
the
before the
hog
hog
line
line.
violation.
But it's before the hog line.
You could
You're allowed to.
But his wasn't. His touches are
No,
not during, they're
what's
during
the
the hog
what's
line.
the rule? When does it cross the hog line?
Is it full hog?
Is it NFL touchdown where the full hog? That's a gooder. Or is it just when he break the plane, or does it have to go across him? There be it for an NHL goal
You're
before
not
it crosses?
supposed to touch the rock once you've released
It's
the
the hog
handle
line.
at the hog line.
It's
At the
NFL
hog line.
NFL touchdown, yeah.
So it's when it breaks the plane.
Yeah.
Well, then there's your rule. Then go in and zoom it in and figure it out.
But that's again.
But I
and
think we should just fight them.
I think that the gentleman's side of the argument too becomes a thing where Sweden's supposed to drop it as well.
Put their chef
Sweden's
hats on,
supposed
they'll
to
cover their eyes.
Sweden is supposed to also, if Kennedy responds with that, like "fuck you," Sweden's supposed to be like, "Okay, I guess that's the response." But that's also not. And again, that's where the issue of curling comes into it. And the IOC has to have the balls to make a decision either way or the other.
Bad
One way or the other.
fighting.
Yep.
Yep.
can't. The ice is too delicate.
That comedian.
Well, they can fight on the side.
The comedian's line that we
get
gotta.
Yeah.
Put your cover on the slider, throw it down.
Get on the side there. Maybe use a sheet that's not being used at the time.
Yeah.
There was a comedian.
The curling equivalent of cage rage.
Yeah. Oh, we can just have a cage. We'll have a cage on the side, just necessary. All right, you guys get over there.
I also thought it was funny that the curling, I don't know which country or which player, was just like, can we tell the crowd not to quiet down? Like, let's get some
It was
environment in here.
Yeah,
I love
they
it.
didn't want it. They wanted the crowd in it.
Yeah, as they should.
Yeah, they put up quiet please prompts on the screen.
All right, everybody, let's talk a little betting. I got the early lines for tomorrow's game between Canada and Czechia. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get in on the game. Use the code NATION at Bet365. Must be 19 years old or older. Canada, Czechia. Money line. You don't touch it. Tyler, do you want to guess what the money line is for Canada against Czechia?
Minus 700?
Minus 1,100.
Oh,
I don't know if you put $100. If it's minus 1,100, you put $100. Did you get like a
owe
90
them
cents back?
money.
You got to pay them more.
Yeah, you got to pay Bet365.
I mean, there's some people who would say, like, you put $1,100 on it, you'd win $100. Like, hey, if you saw $100 laying on the ground, wouldn't you pick it up?
I guess.
But would I risk
but not
$1,100?
if it was in the middle of the street, though.
Yeah.
Puck line. Puck line is set at minus 2.5. And even that is minus 170 for Canada.
It's tough to touch that.
It's tough for Czechia to cover that. So plus 2.5 is plus 145. This one is a little bit more, it gets interesting. The total is 5.5 on the day. Over is minus 165. Under is plus 140. I would guess over. Maybe tack that onto a parlay. Maybe.
I could see Canada winning like 4-1.
I think 6-0.
Ooh.
Goal scorers, if you're interested in that. I got a couple of anytime goal scorers for you. Connor McDavid, minus 130. Malcolm Celebrini, minus 115.
Hui.
You don't like that one?
I mean, it's just crazy we're in the minuses on these guys.
Yeah.
If they're playing that good.
Nathan McKinnon, minus 115. Sidney Crosby, plus 160. Mark Stone, plus 175. Both of those intrigued me. And then Mitch Marner was also plus 175, which is also interesting. He's not scoring.
What's Bo Horvat?
I didn't have him up. He was way down there, so he might be juicy for you.
Easy. When he's gotten his looks,
For a
he's
goal?
looking. Yeah.
1,800.
That's to score first.
Oh, my bad.
Is
That would
Marchand
be-
in the game?
Insane.
Yeah, Marchand's
Hammering
fun.
that.
260.
260.
Even Trent
Marchand's
Frederick's not that
numbers are
low.
gonna
Told you
be-
don't read everything.
Marchand's number's got to be juicy.
Any of those stick out? How do you
260.
approach a game like tomorrow if you want to bet on it with Canada as heavily favored as they are?
I don't mind waiting until the end of the first period. Maybe it's 0-0. Maybe it's only 1-0 Canada. And maybe you get that 2.5 line at a bit of a better price.
I like waiting. I like going in on points. Like, what's McCall to get 2 points? That's been pretty decent.
I can't find
Unless
points
you have
for
Nathan
anybody here.
McKinnon 2 points against France on all your parlays
Well, I
and it
only
doesn't
go with the
hit.
good players.
I can only see goal scorers here.
The points will probably be up
Might not be
tomorrow
up
or
yet.
later
Yeah,
up today.
Well,
Yeah.
the other day against France, for example, it was only minus 160. So,
Not
yeah,
bad.
That's why. I don't think you're going to get value. You just have to base it off circumstance. They're the best team in the world. They have the best players in the world.
Yep. Not much else to say to that. Oilers Cup odds still plus 1,100 if you're feeling frisky. Other than that, there's your betting segment. I've been doing pretty well at the Olympics, except against France because I think I got a little greedy.
The only bet I've missed in the Olympics so far is the one McDavid to score against Czechia. Which I think
you got
I'll
3
probably
assists?
would've hit. Yeah, you got 3 points.
Well, you have been very lucky betting against Canada.
Just the women, because they're not very good.
Permanent resident.
They're outmatched right now.
Yeah, I
they're not
wouldn't say
very good.
not good. They're outmatched.
They're not very good against,
But they're the second best country in the world by a
and
mile.
they're not good enough.
Yeah.
And I will be
Because they're
hitting
outmatched.
Because they're not good enough.
How
Because they're
Same,
outmatched.
same sentence.
I know none of us are
different
huge
sentence.
like women's hockey, like we don't watch it a whole lot, but like I do find it interesting that on the men's side, the countries that you would consider in the B tier, if you will, are closer to the top end than they are on the women's side.
I think the gap is closing. I had Tessa Bonhomme on DFO Live on last Friday, and we asked her about that, and she said, listen, now that the PWHL has been around for a few years, you're starting to see that gap close at a lot more of a rapid pace than it was in the past.
Good.
Just because like Finland and Sweden and Switzerland, their best players, Czechia, their best players are actually getting chances to play against the best competition all year round, not just like in their own leagues and stuff.
Finland beat the U.S. to go to the gold medal 2, 3, 4 Olympics ago.
I don't remember.
Well, that is like 12
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's not like there's an opportunity, like, right? Because I think the last 3 have been all
It's like the
but
last
there's
6 of the last 7 have been Canada.
Yeah,
US.
but like Finland has gotten in there before.
Yeah, there was one year where it
But
wasn't.
it's gonna be like I'm sorry, it's still gonna be another 10 years. But things take time. Like,
Well, there was a thing of like, I don't think the Swedes played in the last Olympics because they protested it because their funding was cut because they played so bad in the previous one. I think they finished 7th in 2018, didn't go to 2022 out of protest, and then this time they're going to play for a medal. So it's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good. Whatever your bets, never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get it on the game. Use the code NATION at Bet365. Must be 19 years old or older. Gentlemen, grab your boards. We've got a little Oilers mixed with Olympic trivia.
holy moly. So as long as there's no flag trivia, I think it's all safe.
Oh, you don't want me to do? I can
No,
do
we don't
flags
want
too if
to.
you
No.
want.
Listen.
You want me to draw them?
Listen.
Kind
Reese
of.
to draw them.
Maybe we get, Reese is sitting over here doing, what is he doing? Producing?
He should be drawing.
Should be drawing flags.
I made a game too.
You
Maybe
got
we
time
can play
to
that
lean,
one
you got
next week.
time to draw flags.
Do you have a game to play?
I have a game.
Well, then you know the rules. It takes out the trivia.
Okay.
Let's go.
You can play it.
I
as
get
a,
to play now.
You can play it as a team. Here you go.
All right.
So
I already wrote trivia on my piece of paper.
Cross
the
it out.
game.
It's rattled.
It's called Tenable. You guys heard of this one?
Tenable?
Tenable.
How long is this going to take?
Depends how quick you are. So probably just as long as trivia, to be honest. So the game is Tenable. There's 10 answers. As a team, you have to guess the answer. But you only get 3 lives. So or maybe we'll only do 2 lives because there's 5 of you. So if you have to get at least, we'll say 7 of them, because I think you guys should.
So we got to get 7 of 10.
7 of 10. Okay. So can you name... Okay, how do I word this? The all-time Canadian... So this is the men's side. Right. Hockey, obviously.
Right.
The best points totals at the Olympics by a men's hockey player.
In one tournament or all tournaments
one
combined?
tournament.
Only Canada?
Only Canada.
Best individual performances in a singular Olympics.
Yes.
Does
Okay.
that count this year? 'Cause
Yes.
Would Connor be on the list for top 10?
There you go. Connor's number 1 on the list.
Crosby. Or we...
Wait, are we?
Sitting-
So are we gonna? How do you want us to do this? Go around and each make a guess.
I think we should go around and all make it, but you can make one guess.
Okay, so-
So I just got McDavid.
David.
Taves.
Taves is number 2.
Oh my God.
Who's number well, you don't have to do it in order either. You can be
I'm going to guess Gretzky.
incorrect. Life lost.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not
What?
guessing anymore.
That's really
He was already washed by 98 though.
Maybe
a
we
little
can
bit,
do
right?
Dan's just out.
Yep.
How
Sure.
about that? So
Yeah,
Dan's
sure,
out
Dan's
the
out.
rotation.
Done.
Okay.
Sorry, Dan.
That was fun.
Was it?
Crosby.
Crosby's number 10 on the list. So you have 1,
From what year?
2, and 10. I'm not telling you.
Okay. Wait, can I ask a question? Does a player appear multiple times?
No, but funnily
Okay.
enough, Crosby was 10 and 11.
Okay, so there's no repeat player. Okay.
So I'm going to go Joe Sakic.
Joe Sakic
I like that.
is tenable. He's number 4 on the list.
I'm untenable.
Okay, Tyler. You have 1, 2, 4, and 10, and you've lost a life.
1, 2, 4, 9,
Don't guess Danny Heatley.
1, 2, 2014. No.
He's Deutschland.
Wilson 2010 would have been good. 602. I'll go Lemieux.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Mario Lemieux is not tenable.
I thought in 02 he might have racked up a
Okay,
few
so
points.
Tyler's out.
I'm out.
So it's just Rick and EM. This is
get to
crazy.
10.
I thought you guys were. So you have 1, 2, 4, and 10.
1, 2, 4, and 10. All right.
And
We got
Gretzky
Ricardo.
and Lemieux.
Drew Doughty.
Drew Doughty is tenable. He's number 8 on the
Oh,
list.
good guess, Rick.
I knew that one.
I'm going to go
Ooh.
different name. Thinking about the 02 run. Theron Fleury.
not tenable. Just Rick.
It's the Rick show.
You have to get number 3, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 9.
So 5 of them.
That is 5, yes.
Patrice Bergeron.
God damn it. No.
No?
No.
Liam wins.
Liam wins.
I'm
it.
the tenable master.
Quiz master wins. What
I was
else
going to
on
go
the
to
list?
Getzlaff.
Guess
Rick
that would
Nash.
have been tenable.
Corey
Okay,
Perry.
who's the who's
I
the
was
big
gonna
right
guess
who's the big
Nash.
right shot defense? Shea
Not-
Weber.
Not Corey Perry. Shea Weber is on the list.
Chris Pronger.
Chris Pronger is not on the list.
Did we go to
Rick Nash.
Joe Sakic?
I
You said
had Sakic
Joe
on the list.
Oh, my bad.
Nash is a no.
Let's go Jerome McGinley.
Jerome McGinley is number 3 on the list.
What do we got now?
So
2
you
more?
just have to get 5 and 6.
So 2 more. And then we're going to look at...
Basically, both Canadian.
This is all in one?
One of them played.
No, this is all in one. What most points in one
Yeah, one
Olympic year.
year.
Oh, I want it. Brendan Shanahan?
No,
Smitty.
no,
Lindros?
no.
Does this
Eric
go back
Brewer.
like this is only NHLers?
Only NHL players.
Yeah, I thought Shanahan would have done it in 98, but that's okay.
Al McInnes.
Claude Giroux.
I'll give you a clue for the 6th one. Currently on Team Canada.
Brad Marchand.
No,
It's Doughty,
McKinnon?
Crosby.
no.
Doughty and Crosby are the only 2 returning players.
That doesn't mean he can't be on the list.
Oh, Celebrini.
Celebrini is on the list. He's number 7.
And now
From
what's
when?
my other fucking...
Oh,
Yeah,
this
he
year.
has
Oh
6 points.
shit.
Yeah, what's my other one? What's my other clue?
From when?
The other one, Dan already said it.
Rick.
Oh,
He was there in 2014.
No, Danny Heatley.
Heater.
So the final
I was
list,
joking.
McDavid had 9 points. He's the
He was good when he
all-time.
put that jersey on.
Taves
It's true.
has 8. And then 3 to 6 is 7 points, which is Iginla, Sakic, Heatley, and Getzlav. And 7 to 10 all have 6 points. Celebrini, Doughty, Weber, and Crosby. So there's a chance that Macklin Celebrini only needs 3 more points to be second all time.
Pretty crazy.
There you go.
Can I give you one of my bag milk trivia questions?
Please.
Just one.
Yep.
I already got it.
How many former Edmonton Oilers have won an Olympic medal of any color?
How many former Edmonton Oilers have won?
I've got the list for you.
Former? Like, what do you mean in that sense?
They were an Oiler when the Olympics happened and they won.
Okay, so they had to be on the Oilers
They were
when they won
active
it.
Oilers when
Damn,
they played for the
no
Olympics.
one from 2018.
Active Oilers would be that one. I'm going to go with...
Oh, we did this the other day. Whitney wasn't on Team USA, right?
They also didn't. Oh yeah, they did win a medal.
Whitney wasn't on
Just
Edmonton.
medals.
But Ryan Smith has one.
Ryan Whitney wasn't an Oiler at that time.
Oh, he
No,
wasn't.
yeah, he
Okay.
was. Yeah. But Ryan
say-
Smith has one as an Oiler. Mm-hmm. Then you got to go over to
Eric Brewer.
Hemsky?
Hemsky's on the list. Yep.
Brewer.
Eric Brewer's on the list.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, what a good question.
Nedved?
Nedved does have a medal, but that was pre Oilers era.
Tommy
Ooh,
Salo?
that was right around the era, though.
Salo does not have a medal.
Oh, no, he famously
He
lost
took one
to
off the head to
Belarus.
Belarus.
I thought maybe because didn't they come back and win in 06?
Whom?
Sweden? No. Whatever.
The answer is 8 players.
Who are they?
2 have won gold, Ryan Smith and Eric Brewer. The silver medalists are Andrei Kovalenko, Boris Mironov, Valery Selepukin, and Tom Poti.
Oh, yeah, Zelapukin came from Devils.
And then the bronze medalists
Tom
were
Poti
Alex
learned everything.
Hemsky and Jaro Spacek.
Yeah, I was wondering about Spacek.
So 8. In total, now this number's a little bit fucky because I couldn't find a good spot that they were active Oilers as they played for the Olympics, but before or after, 95 players who have been an Oiler have played at the Olympics.
Oh, it's a lot.
There you go.
95 Olympians in our alumni. That's
There
cool.
you have it. Little bag milk trivia. What's your game called?
Tenable.
There you
I
go.
like that. That's a good one.
Liam's
That's a good
tenable.
team sport. I like
Good
that it
team
got
sport.
everyone in it.
And as we know, Liam
I
came
really
up with the
enjoyed
game,
it.
so trivia got booted. That's how it goes. I guess we got to do a couple of score predictions for Team Canada. Let's do one on the ladies' side. Liam, this is your chance to say they're going to lose.
What was the final score when they beat Czechia last week?
5-0.
Yeah, no one guessed that.
So we'll do one for the ladies and
Liam-
one for the fellas.
Liam guessed that Canada would win that game in overtime, by the way. Canada hater.
Canada hater, indeed.
Did I not say they would win? I also said today they would walk the rest of the tournament.
Okay, so we're doing men's.
We'll do the men's and we'll do the ladies.
Ladies first.
Yep, ladies first. We got Canada, USA. Tyler, you're up.
I'll say Canada wins 3-2. They get just an unreal goalie performance. They win in overtime.
Dan, what you got for the ladies?
I think it's 5-1 U.S. win.
Rick?
Yeah, 5-2 US.
Yeah, 6-1 US.
Wait, 5-2? Mm-hmm. Liam?
6-1 US.
I'm going to go 4-3 OT win for Canada. Tight one.
Ooh.
Nail biter for the gold.
Be exciting. I want to be wrong.
Quarterfinals. The Canadian boys against the Czechian boys. How would you say that? Czech boys.
Check, boys.
Tyler, you're up again. Oh, no. You didn't give a ladies.
Rooster.
Roosters got 3-2 Canada in
What
overtime.
year
for
is
ladies.
this, Reese?
Last.
Thank you, Reese.
All right, for the fellas. Tyler, what do you got? Quarterfinals.
4-1 win for Canada.
Dan, what do you got?
I'll say 5-1 win for Canada.
Ricardo.
6-1.
5-0 Canada.
I will go. It was 5-0 the first
Rick,
game.
sorry, what you guys said?
6-1 Canada.
6-1 win. Liam said what?
5-0.
And men's 5-0 win. Okay. BM.
7-2 Canada.
Rooster.
There you go. Predictions are in.
All right.
Place your bets accordingly, everybody. As long as you can do so responsibly.
Canada
that-
wins gold 5-1.
Okay. And with that, we're going to leave off with some words of hope, as we always do, from my boy Liam. Liam, if you will offer the audience some words of hope, please.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Hell yeah.
Amen. Let's curl. Talk to you on Friday.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.